gotta be an idiot to bet on that parlay.
It's DTF or bust.
Put it on my mama's porch tomorrow. Welcome back to Hold My Bev podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Park. Here with me today, as always, the one, the only, DTF, Dylan Fields.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's going well. The finals are over. Heat culture dead. Where was Tyler Herro?
What happened?
How do you lose to the Denver Nuggets?
My
I'll tell you how.
my son got the Denver Nuggets jeans on. Did you see he was at the game?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Who was that?
It's the dude that went viral for the Denver Nuggets jeans.
I know, but I never saw that video.
You've never seen that video?
No, I just saw the aftermath of he's at the game and they showed his jeans, but I didn't know who he was.
Dude, that is my all-time favorite meme, video. You have to watch it. Honestly, shit, dude. All right, and we're back. Dylan, what did you think of that video?
Shitting me? You shitting me? Son got
Denver Nuggets jeans on.
Oh, that's classic.
He has
Well,
damn near the same outfit on too at the game.
Yeah. He looks a little bigger in the game though.
Yeah.
Gained a little weight.
Probably.
That was great.
I just wonder how many people were in on that. I couldn't even tell. It sounded like a shit ton of people were just going.
Yeah, it sounded like a whole squad rolled up.
Yeah.
Great.
It was a great game 5 though.
I kept saying to Gabby the refs wanted they wanted to go back to Miami for game 6.
Oh, absolutely.
With that Jimmy Butler leg kick out in the fourth quarter, it was just so obvious that they were just trying to extend the game. I mean, he scored 9 straight, I think it was 11 straight points in the fourth quarter, but it just wasn't enough. Although I hated the fact that he just took that random offset 3 with 20 or no. What was it, 20 seconds left?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
He was on fire, so I mean he was.
Yeah, I know, but you got more time than that. Don't rush it.
Yeah.
Unless if the plan was just try to get a 3 foul, get the ball back.
Foul, yeah.
I don't know. But well deserved to the Nuggets. Congratulations. I do have some questions from that series. Just where was Jimmy at all series? I know he had that one game with 28, but it was a quiet 28 for a loss.
I think he's been hurt the whole series. I think ever since that Knicks series, he's been hurt because he really hasn't shown up.
Well, I think he just ran out of gas. I mean, it's a lot to play the 3 best teams in the league in one playoffs. I mean, they played the Bucks, the Celtics, the Nuggets. Those were the 3 best teams in this playoffs.
Yeah, especially when you look at the Nuggets' path to the finals, or even just to their championship in general.
Mm-hmm.
First series against the 8th seed Timberwolves. Second series, probably their hardest series, against the 4th seed Phoenix Suns. Then Western Conference Finals. Granted, it's a 7th seed, but they made it to the Western Conference Finals. Lakers. And then you go against for the championship, the 8th seed Miami Heat, who almost didn't even make the 8th seed.
Yeah.
Almost lost to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, they had a walk in the park.
I missed that show.
It was a fun show.
It was a fun show.
This is Dad's baby.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was awesome to see the Nuggets get their first championship. You know, they've been around for a very long time. So the fact that they haven't even made a finals in this long,
54
I
years,
feel for him as a Cleveland fan.
Was it 54 years?
Probably, if not longer than that. I think they've been around way longer than the Cavs.
Somebody needs to get Jokic back to Serbia ASAP.
Yeah, did you see his press conference? He was like borderline pissed about
He's
that.
like, no, no, I need to go home.
Yeah. Man just wants to ride his horses. Have you ever
He's
seen
got,
that picture of him riding
yeah,
his horse where he's like 4 feet away from the horse's asshole?
yeah, yep. His brothers were cracking me up when they're lifting him up, and Gabby goes, "Wait, isn't that guy like really tall?" I go, "Yeah, he's 7 foot tall."
Yeah, they're all giants.
Picking up Michael Malone.
Mhm. Did you one thing that I thought that was funny about the series, and I didn't really think about it until like game two. I'm like, wait a second, wasn't there beef between these two teams like
2 years ago,
season
I
or two
think.
ago? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, it was when Michael Morris, or not Michael Morris,
Markeith Morris.
Markeith Morris. I think that was the one where was it when Andre Drummond got pushed down by Jokic?
No, no, it was Morris.
It was Morris who got
Morris
pushed down.
Morris gave him a cheap shot, and then
That's right.
Jokic came out of nowhere and absolutely destroyed him. Basically ruined his season.
Oh yeah.
And then the Heat started talking smack. Jimmy Butler wanted to fight. And
Mm.
then this is when everyone basically found out that the Jokic brothers existed. Because they never used the Twitter other than just to go at the Miami Heat players.
Yeah.
Right. And Marcus Morris.
Yeah.
But apparently, like, there's like big rumors that they're involved in like the Serbian mafia and stuff.
Oh, good.
Which I don't shit. I mean, overseas things are crazy over there.
Yeah.
You never know.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I just kept asking myself if they were gonna stay in the game, where was Harrow? I just thought that he could have done something to, he's not played all playoffs except for the first game. He's missed 21 games. At this rate, what do you have left to lose? But I had a feeling he wasn't gonna play. I had a feeling there was a chance that they would just say, might as well just sit it out and wait till next season. But I still was hopeful that he'd play. Um,
I have
Questionable
a
move by
strong theory
Jimmy.
on why he didn't play.
Why is that?
He's getting traded this offseason.
Oh, hmm.
Because I don't know if you saw reports today, but they're supposedly going to go for a very big name this season. Like they want to add a very big name in a trade.
Ooh, Damian Lillard.
Yep. I don't see it happening, but
I don't know where else he would go.
I mean, that's probably the only team that makes sense. If the Nets make that trade, it's that they're just doing it wrong again. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, shoot, if you want to send me, if I'm Portland and you want to send me Mikal Bridges and some draft picks, maybe even Claxton, shoot, I'll go for it. Draft Scuda.
Yeah. I think Dame's still got a little bit left in his tank. I think he still will get a ring before he retires.
I hope so, man. I have his jersey right over. You guys can't see it right now, but when I move into my apartment, it'll be hanging up. Oh, I can't get it. It's right there. Room's a mess right now, but got that signed by him. He'll be right behind me when we get the place set up. But so be on the lookout for that next month.
It's gonna be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently in my bedroom because my office doesn't have a door right now, and Gabby's out working in the house. So this is my office TBD until
So
we
you
get
get
new
that door.
doors. Yeah. She ripped the doors off the hinges. Said no more door.
Silly Gabby.
How do you feel after this game in respect of Jokic being a top 5 center ever?
Um, I think it's overdue, and now he has the championship to back it up, the Finals MVP. And shoot, dude, he was putting up historic numbers. He has been for a while, but this playoff run, especially now that he has a title, I think he has to be in the conversation at least. Even if people disagree, they can't disagree that he's not at least in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Did you end up making a list at all?
Top 5 centers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and name off yours. I have mine right here.
So I had Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Wait, was Wilt center?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
he was.
Well, what?
I I might have forgot him.
Oh. I was gonna say, what did I do?
Oh, you didn't do anything wrong, but I know exactly who I'm replacing.
So I had Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal. Um, how could you forget Wilt the Stilt?
I don't know.
All right, so those two. Um, and then this is where it gets tricky, but I am gonna put Jokic third, Kevin Garnett fourth, Tim Duncan fifth. But
Ooh,
Kevin,
Tim Duncan and Tim Duncan. Be careful. Tim Duncan will sue you.
why is that?
He's a power forward in his eyes. Did you ever
But
hear
he,
about that?
but
That story?
he's still listed as a center.
Uh-uh.
No?
Nope.
Oh, then I gotta modify my list because I for some of for
Neither
fucking
is
reason,
Garnett.
huh?
Garnett's
What?
not a center either.
No way,
Swear. Kevin
what?
Garnett's a power forward.
Man, I'm on a touch. Hold on. Read off your list.
All right, so my list goes Kareem, Shaq. I had to drop down one for everyone. Um, at 3, I got Wilt. I can't believe I forgot that. Number 4, I have Jokic, and then 5, I have Hakeem. Honorable mention I will put on here though is David Robinson.
No Yao Ming for you.
No, no, yummy. He could have been really good.
See, if you Google it, it says that Tim Duncan's a center, but I'll
Yeah,
let it
it's
go.
crazy.
I'll let it go. There are some good names here.
Yeah, Tim Duncan. So, anyways, back to that story. So, the reason why Tim Duncan always is because he never wanted to be listed at 7 foot, even though apparently he is 7 foot. He always wanted to be 6'11", so he could be listed as a power forward.
Mm-hmm.
And someone that works within the Spurs called him a center, like listed him as a center, and he went on a huge, like, just pissy rant and got that dude fired.
Wow.
So they never called him a center ever again.
Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had it in him to do that, but
Hmm.
he's always just a quiet dude.
Yeah. All right. So Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, and Jokic.
Okay. I like that list. I like that
I
list.
wouldn't even call it recency bias either.
No, I wouldn't either. You look at the stats. Look at the stats. He doesn't have like multiple championships or anything yet, but I mean, dude can literally do everything.
Yeah.
He can average a triple double in his sleep like without trying.
Right.
And just how dominant he is, like yeah, you could say Joel Embiid's dominant. Like I saw Skip Bayless, of course, out of anyone, said that today that Joel Embiid is more dominating than Jokic.
No,
But Joel Embiid hasn't made it out of the second round, so is he really dominating that much? Really? No.
I don't like that.
No. Embiid doesn't make player in. I was listening to Bill Simmons talk to Mr. I Hate Game 7, Doc Rivers, on his podcast today. They did a podcast right after Game 5, and he was talking about when he was coaching Embiid, like the one thing that he wished that he like could change to his game is that Embiid's game makes everyone around him better. And that would have taken them to the next step. Like the Sixers realistically probably would be playing instead of the Heat in this series.
So they're
I
saying
agree with that.
they're saying that Embiid doesn't make people better.
No, he doesn't. Because if Embiid's playing bad, they're not going to do good.
Yeah.
And that was very blatant in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They blew that series against Boston. That series was in their hands.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
yeah, they were what, 3
Two,
2?
two,
Yeah, they
two
were
one,
up 3-1,
2-1.
2-1. I thought they were up 3-2.
They were, but
Oh
it
yeah,
was 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 4-3.
yeah.
Because they were debating what's worse, blowing a 2-1 lead or a 3-1 lead, and obviously blowing a 3-1 lead is worse.
Oh yeah.
Because like when you blow a 2-1 lead, it doesn't feel as big because it's like,
You still get to play at home.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess when you think of it that way, I could see the argument against that.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, we put him super high. He's both in our top fives for all-time centers now. Um, should Jokic be considered the best player in the NBA now?
Not named LeBron James. Yes.
He's better than LeBron.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's
I
what
think he's
everybody.
better than Giannis.
Yeah, he's better than Giannis.
Yeah.
I kept saying at last night, I'm like, this guy is the best player in the league. Like it is by far the facts. Look at the stats. He outstatted everybody in the playoffs by himself. Led points, rebounds, assists. He's the man.
Who would you if I'm gonna put you on the spot because I know you didn't have time to make this list because I just thought of it. Um, who would you put in your top five right now?
The second,
Yes, current. So Jokic one.
Jokic won. I gotta think of all the teams real quick. Um,
So I think I would agree with Jokic one.
Jokic won, Giannis two.
I agree.
Um, I'm thinking.
I think I know who I would go three. It's kind of a toss up with these last three for me.
Well, yeah, I can't put these in any order, but I would argue
If
that
you if
Joel,
you had to, if a gun was pointed at your head and you had to put them in order,
it's gonna be Joker, Giannis, Embiid. Then I'm gonna go Jason Tatum, and then Devin Booker.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I disagree with that a lot, actually. I would go Jokic, Giannis, Curry, Embiid. Actually, I don't know if I'd go Embiid there. Nah, yeah, I'll put Embiid four, and then five. I can't not put Luca. I
Yeah.
think I think Tatum just croaks.
Okay, but Luca's not been any further. That's the thing, is like Luca is very good. Tatum is very good, but Tatum at least gets them to the finals.
In the East.
Yeah, he could do it in the West.
No. If he didn't have Jalen Brown, if he did not have Jalen Brown, no.
Jalen
There's
Brown
a
wasn't.
there's a reason they're talking about blowing up that team right now.
Hmm. I don't know. I like Jason Tatum a lot. I think you remove Jalen Brown, they'll still be fighting for the Eastern Conference Championship.
No.
Okay.
It depends on who you add in there, but I don't think so.
I don't even think if you add anybody in there, I think if they had the same roster with a decent pick or a decent trade or a decent signing, whatever, if it's just a decent player, they could still run it back.
Man, I don't know because okay, if we're not considering contracts, then yeah, they could probably run it back. But both him and Brown are going to be due for supermax contracts.
Yeah, and he'll get it. He'll get it, but
Oh, Brown will get it too, but what are you going to put around him? You're not going to be able to afford Marcus Smart or anyone.
yeah, I mean, unless Marcus Smart takes a huge cut, I mean, he's at the end of his career.
He's probably got one more payday in him. One more. I wouldn't pay him, but
I forgot about Luca, but I still don't think I'd put him in my top 5. Well, he might swap out for Devin Booker.
I would absolutely put him over Booker.
I just think Booker's lethal though.
Booker is lethal, but I just feel like there's so much more that Luca can do.
Yeah, Luca is a more all-around, well-rounded player, and that's what I've always respected about his game is he is basically just a smaller version of Jokic. But
Yeah, but just think of the rosters comparison. Luca took that Mavericks roster to the Western Conference Finals. Booker didn't make it hardly anywhere until he got CP3.
What year was that?
20 the year they made the finals.
Who?
The Suns.
Oh, 21.
20, yeah, 21.
When they lost to the Bucks.
And it all started from the bubble.
Yeah.
I think Booker's a top 10 player, don't get me wrong, but
Well, I just don't think Curry right now is a top 5 player. Like 2-3 years ago, yeah, top 5 player. Just like saying LeBron James 2-3 years ago, top 5 player. But today's the game. I mean, the Warriors are still great, but I just don't think he's still a top 5 player.
oh, see, I think it is because if Curry's hot, that game is out of anyone's reach.
Yeah.
I just think that there's no answer for him when he gets hot.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, gun to my head though. If I had more time to think about it, I'd probably change it, but
I don't blame you. I was glad that you didn't say KD.
I would never say KD. I hate KD.
Yeah.
I think he's washed and he's a bum.
He's done. He's
He's a
done.
he's a
He's still,
bum.
don't get me wrong, he's still good, but like he's not top 5. He's maybe number 8. So I would put Tatum over him.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think my
I'm
honorable
still
mention would be Tatum, and then it would be Damian Lillard.
I'm still putting LeBron over KD always. Longevity.
Oh yeah, I'd put
LeBron,
LeBron. LeBron can still take his team to the Western Conference Finals.
yeah, but it's not even that. The man doesn't miss. I mean, he had that one stint where he missed like what 15, 20 games or something. But
Yeah,
like LeBron doesn't sit out. I know he hasn't gotten like super injured ever, but that's the thing. LeBron has played every year for 20 fucking years. KD has missed some valuable minutes.
and he has to weasel his way out of every situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, his legacy's definitely hurt big time.
The man burns bridges everywhere he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no respect for him.
It's unfortunate. He's a great player, but
Yeah.
oh
So
well.
with this, can we agree that Jokic will get 15 retired over Melo?
Yeah,
I
I
think
never thought I would say that, but yeah, absolutely.
that totally solidified it.
Yeah, that solidified it.
When you see Nuggets 15, you're gonna think Jokic. But when you see that powder blue with the yellow Nuggets logo 15 jersey, like that is
It's
for
iconic.
yeah. I mean, that would be like if somebody wore a Cavaliers 23 ever again. Like it'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that guy's great. He might get it retired.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's LeBron James. But this is a totally different story. Melo was there for a good amount of his career, but he didn't do anything except a couple Olympics. But did they win the Olympics when he was with the Nuggets even, or was that when he
Yeah,
was on the Knicks? Okay.
yeah. And he took him to the Western Conference Finals too.
Yeah.
First time ever, I believe.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that's gonna be a really tricky situation. I agree. I would give it to Jokic over Melo any day. Um,
I mean, they might.
I could see that. I could just see them retiring his jersey, just putting it in the rafters.
I was
And
gonna say they might just do 15-15. Jokic Anthony.
yeah, I I wouldn't have a problem with that if I was a fan. I think that's the best way to still show respect. Because I mean, Melo's still one of the best players in their franchise's history, regardless. So you gotta honor him some way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unless they retire the number 7, even though that wasn't his number. But I mean,
Nah,
I know you gotta do it right if you're gonna do it.
yeah, I feel like you gotta do it right. New York will definitely retire 7, but
Yeah.
one thing that we didn't get to talk about actually the last time I recorded after Game 4, I didn't see this until we were done recording, but I didn't even know McGregor was at the game. Conor McGregor.
In Game 4.
Yeah. I didn't know that was a skit. I thought he just, you know how Conor McGregor is. He's crazy. He's fucking batshit crazy.
No, it was definitely a skit, but it was a skit
It was
that
a
went
skit,
on.
but he connected.
Mm-hmm.
I give that mascot credit. That's a story that dude will tell forever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was working for the Heat and I just got knocked out by Conor McGregor.
Yeah. He probably said before the game, all right, I've got this much space between my head and the top of the mascot head. Hit up here. And then he probably just went bam and knocked. I mean, his head hit the ground hard.
Oh yeah.
And then he punched him again. I was like, what is he doing? What is this guy doing?
It reminded me of a lot more violent version of have you ever seen Robin Lopez with the mascots?
Yeah. With like Benny the Bull and yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
Those videos are funny because he actually gets kind of violent with them too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah.
That'd be scary in seeing that that dude just come at you.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny is I've never seen any antics with him and Moondog.
No, I haven't either. I remember when I would go to games, I would always kind of like just look at it during pregame. I'd be like, "Is he beefing with anyone today?"
Yeah.
But no. But talking about the Heat, I just thought that was something funny to mention. Talking about the Heat before Game 5, I saw a lot of people talking about Jimmy Butler being a Hall of Famer. He said that he wouldn't even attend the ceremony if he was inducted one day, which
Oh.
kind of weird flex, kind of weird ego too, but hey, himmy buckets, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then people were saying, or asking if he's an all-time 100 best player in NBA history. Do you think Jimmy Butler is on that list?
That's a tough one. He wasn't in the top 100 before, right? When they did the actual top 100.
They did top 75.
Okay. Not
So
in top 75, right?
no, I wouldn't put him top 75 either.
And there were some players today that were not in there that probably should be.
I think it's bogus that Dwight Howard's not in it.
Yeah. Was Jokic?
No.
See, and that's the thing. Jokic would probably make top 75. If you look at
Damian
Jimmy,
Lillard was.
yeah. If you look at Jimmy's career, he's been an outstanding, solid player. Top 100? Yes. Top 75? No.
Yeah, no. I think he's somewhere in the lower 90s.
I
I
was
don't
gonna
think he
say
quite hits the
no.
80, but
Well, I don't think he's any higher than 85.
any higher than 85?
Sorry, any lower than 85.
Okay. Okay.
I'm looking at as one is the top, 100 is the lowest, but
So you think he's at minimum?
85 or 100.
Okay, so the highest he can be is 85. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, sorry.
There we go. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'd probably still put him around like the 90s more.
Mm-hmm.
There's just I wish we had more time to give a whole list, but I would be here for hours.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that for shits and gigs one day if I'm bored.
I mean, if you talk about top 100 today, he's probably top 20, top 25
Oh,
today.
he's top 15 right
Mm.
now. Top 15 in today's game.
Yeah. I think he's
Um,
better. I think he's better now than he was when he played for the Bulls.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah. I mean, the man's made all NBA teams, all NBA defensive teams.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I forget the stat that I heard earlier. It was that he's one of 22 players to make um a certain amount of all NBA like second teams or just all NBA teams and then all NBA defensive teams, but not have a ring.
Yeah,
It was like him and 22 others or something like that.
they've come so close.
Hmm. But let's go ahead and shift gears real quick. Let's go ahead and talk about some football. Um,
Football.
our Cleveland Browns just announced their or revealed their new dog logo on the Pat McAfee show. What was that, yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yesterday. What do you think of the logo? We'll go ahead and pop it up here.
I like it.
Do you like it?
I mean, it wasn't the one I wanted, but I think it was in my top 2 or 3.
Oh, I think it will grow on me a bit, but I like the other one better, I think, that they were picking between.
Yeah.
It,
I mean,
it's clean though. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong.
it'll look cool on hats. I already saw a couple of hats today.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it will look clean. Um, I don't like their reasoning behind it because that Ohio on the ear. What the hell is that?
Yeah, it doesn't look like Ohio.
No, that looked nothing like Ohio.
No.
I like the football nose though. That was cool. I didn't even notice that.
I like the effort,
Hmm.
but no, it's cool. It'll be sweet. And I hope they do more with it than just putting it in the dog pound. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
like,
apparently we're not even close to being done yet though with rebranding.
well, I talked with Blake last night, and he said that every team gets an alternate jersey, which we've seen, like the Dreamsicles coming back. Seattle's doing their throwback. I think the Broncos, according to Blake, was getting a new jersey next year. I think the Browns are also getting theirs next year as well.
Hmm.
But I heard that we might be doing a white helmet this year. So I don't know if this year's the alternate jersey or not. I thought it was next season over 24.
Probably next season is my guess. I feel
But
like a lot of teams have already announced their alternate jerseys.
right. Yeah, we've not done anything about it.
Hmm.
But I mean, when we had the New Jersey switch, it was announced in April, and then the the shadow jerseys were announced. It was a while after, like May or June, because it wasn't in season when they announced it. Not
Hmm.
sure, but
Do you think our current jerseys right now are the best jerseys we've had?
no.
Which ones do you like better?
My favorite jerseys are the ones that were like 2007, 2008. It still had Browns right here, but it
Okay,
was,
yeah, I like that part, which is basically the same jersey we have right now, but I had Browns. I agree.
yeah, like the Josh Cribbs days, the Joe Thomas days.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I
Yeah.
like the ones we have now. I
Ugh,
hated when they switched over to those. Yeah.
Cleveland.
Hmm.
That shit was so bad. That
I
was the
hated that.
worst. Yeah, I had a Mayfield jersey that was white, and I had a Color Rush Odell. The Color Rush jersey was sweet because it did say Browns.
I like that one. I actually do like the color rush.
I miss those jerseys.
Hmm.
Week 2 against the Jets, coming out in those jerseys and prime time, and Baker Mayfield replaces Tyrod Taylor, takes us to our first victory in 17 weeks.
Yeah, every time I just see that jersey, I just get good memories. Even if it's like an Odell one or just like a Baker one. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have good memories about that jersey.
Yeah. Blake was picking on me yesterday about my Baker Mayfield bet.
Oh.
But then we were talking about how they looked horrible in OTAs, so we'll see. I might be out of the woods with Kyle Trask bailing me out.
Who do you think is going to throw more interceptions this year, Baker or Russell Wilson?
So I did have to give Russell Wilson his flowers. I think if Baker starts, he will be throwing more picks. Wilson is going to
Probably.
be Wilson is going to be put into a better situation this year. He's going to have because like we talked about this on the phone. I think it was what is today? Wednesday we're recording. Tuesday we're recording. So this was Sunday night, I think. Blake and I were talking, and he brought up a very good point that last year he played with a receiver down, his running back down, his line was shit, his defense was falling apart, and they already have like 7 players that were starters that are coming back this season, and they picked up so much in the offseason. Frank Clark, and I
Their
think
head coach was a bozo too.
he was cut midway because he's incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Sean Payton, former Super Bowl champion, coming, and Russell Wilson, former Super Bowl quarterback, who did have a horrible year, but I think it was rightfully so with this scenario. So I think they're going to give the Chiefs a run for their money for first place. I'm going to say it right here,
Oh.
and I think
Oh.
at some point,
Did Blake give you money?
no, no, this is from the heart of my balls.
The heart of your balls.
Yeah, the heart of my balls. I think that the Broncos will give the Chiefs a run for their money for the AFC West. I think they'll be better than the Chargers, and they'll be better than the Raiders. I think
Well, the Raiders, yeah.
all they have to do is win at least one game against the Chiefs, and they're going to be fine.
I don't know about that. We'll
And
see.
that's
Though. We'll
that's
see.
enough Bronco talk for the day.
We just need something to smack talk Blake.
Yeah. He did agree with you though that the Lions will win the AFC North. NFC North.
NFC North.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
But obviously,
Well, yeah, I'm getting a steak dinner out of it.
if you guys want to keep up with our bets and the internal bets, we're going to be posting more on our Instagram and Twitter. We just posted the Baker Mayfield bet. I have to get a Baker Mayfield jersey if he is named the starter week 1 for the Buccaneers. We will be posting the other bet pretty soon here about the race to first place for the steak dinner, the NFC North battle, and more to come. I do have something up my sleeve. I can't wait to get into our actual football gambling side of the bet because I still want to do that drive to 5 with you.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about that on the pod. I wanted to
No.
mention it the one day, and you told me not to.
Yeah, I want to save that for probably preseason.
Preseason? That makes sense.
Yeah, because we'll
Or like beginning
start.
of training camp or something like that.
Yeah, probably when we discuss episode 1 of Hard Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not gonna we'll start the bet week 1 of the NFL season.
Yeah.
I asked my contact today to get tickets for the Hall of Fame game, so I'm just waiting to see what's going on with that.
Nice. Hopefully we can go to that. I
Yeah.
want to go regardless.
Right.
Because I've actually never watched a preseason game there before. Or been to a game at that stadium in Canton.
Oh, it's fun.
I bet. Did you go to the Hall of Fame game?
Yes, just one time.
Oh, I think you told me about it. Was it the Cowboys and
Cowboys and Cardinals. It was Zeke's rookie year. I wanted to see him play,
Oh, okay.
and then he didn't play. I was like, oh, he's a rookie. They always play rookies. No, not high profile name rookies.
Did you see about James Robinson already getting cut by the Patriots?
Yeah, I don't like that. That just makes me think that they might go after one of these one of these free agents. Especially with them saying they declined their meeting with DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah,
So
apparently shit hit the fan.
yeah, I'm thinking they might go after one of the running backs.
Which I wasn't surprised that shit hit the fan. I was surprised that he was even going to accept a meeting with them because they had Bill O'Brien.
Yeah.
Which if that's the man that chased him out and traded him for pennies on the dollar to Arizona. But apparently Robinson got cut because he just could not stay on the practice field. But if you remember, he rushed back from an injury.
Yeah.
He tore his Achilles and then came back somehow at the end of the season. That same season, he ruptured his Achilles. Like, I don't know how you do that.
You don't.
He still played good.
Yeah.
Still played good. Maybe the PEDs wore off. Who knows? I'll take him as RB2 in Cleveland.
It's okay.
You don't got to play him right away. It doesn't hurt. I'll take him even as RB3.
I just want to see what Jerome Ford can do.
Yeah, have Ford be 2 and, let Robinson rehab. It doesn't hurt to have him in the back.
Yeah.
If Ford's not enough, throw Robinson in.
We got so much depth. I can't wait.
Running back, I don't know though. No.
Well, no, not running back, but I mean just our team. Like I feel really good about this team. Quarterbacks. I mean, this is probably the best quarterback room we've ever had.
Yeah, probably. I like DTR in there.
Dobbs is a reliable backup. I mean, it's just so comfortable knowing that almost every position is taken by somebody who's competent and that we might be a contender.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see.
It's a little poetic.
You see Stephon Diggs sat out today?
Yeah. He wasn't the only one though. I saw somebody else too. Wasn't
Saquon's sitting out.
Saquon, yeah.
Let's see. Do you think that should be like concerning at all?
I mean, obviously McDermott thinks it is.
Yeah, he wasn't notified at all. Usually they at least tell him that they're not showing up.
Mm-hmm.
So
does that mean we could possibly see him on his way out and DeAndre Hopkins to the Bills?
I think that'd be a slight downgrade, to be honest. But
it would. But if they had no other choice,
yeah, if they had no other choice, I mean, shoot, he couldn't. If that were the scenario, that'd be almost like a dream scenario. Worst comes to worst.
Yeah,
that'd suck if they got rid of Diggs, but I'd be happy in the AFC.
Yeah, those are some scary days.
Watch Diggs to the Chiefs. That's.
I would. I'm not allowed to talk about the Chiefs. I made a promise that if Chiefs lost, I'm sorry. I made a promise that once the Super Bowl is over, I'd never talk about the Chiefs again because Dustin doesn't play for them anymore.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, if Diggs went to the Chiefs, it'd be over.
Yeah.
He'd say, "Fuck it, Stephon down there somewhere."
Let's see. We got a couple of other things that we could talk about. Do you want to talk about Baby Gronk?
So, Baby Gronk's dad, Will Compton from Bussin' with the Boys, has some beef with him. I didn't realize how cringy it was until Will Compton told me and made him out to look like a jackass. So, Baby Gronk is 10. The story this past week was he rizzed up Livy Dunn, went to LSU. She convinced him to commit to LSU. I don't understand how he's committing as a 10-year-old to a college when he's never played real football a day in his life. He's a fourth grader. But his dad is the biggest living vicariously through their son I've ever met. His son's name is Madden, first of all. So Baby Gronk's real name is Madden.
Wow.
He's a ventriloquist. He's been trying to get him on podcasts to talk about, his fame. People are rejecting him. He was on a podcast recently this week. And they would ask Baby Gronk questions, and the dad would whisper in his ear, and then he'd be like, "Hey, ask that again. Ask that again." And they'd ask the question again, and then Baby Gronk says exactly what his dad just said. And like one of the questions actually was kind of disturbing to hear a 10-year-old answer this. They asked, "So what are you gonna do with the reports that you're gonna skip middle school and high school and go straight to college football, like when he's of age, which you have to play. But anyways, his dad whispered in his ear, "Get massages from baddies." And he said, "I'm gonna get massages from baddies." What kind of fucking image are you setting up for your kid? Like,
Yeah, he's setting them up for failure.
this kid's gonna be ruined. And then all this pressure building up. What happens if he turns 18 and that boy ain't 6'4", 250, trying out to be a tight end for fucking LSU?
Yeah, I
What
could
do
think of so many people that I went to school with that were giants at his age, and I'm taller than them now.
No, but yeah. That's what I'm saying. So then, what happens if he just stops growing and he's 5'8" and 300 pounds, and he's saying, "Let's go, Tigers"? I mean, I mean, I just don't think they're setting him up for failure. But that's all that I've got for Baby Gronk. Um, I don't want to talk about something I don't know too much about.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, they're
The people will be like, "Oh, well, look at LeVar Ball." LeVar Ball never did that.
no, he still let his boys be his boys. He had his own personality.
Yeah,
This guy is literally pretending to be Baby Gronk. Like he runs his social media page as Baby Gronk.
yeah.
But yeah, I guess I never even compared it to LeVar Ball because he did it
It's a whole
truly.
different animal.
Yeah, he truly did it for his son. This guy is doing it for himself through his son.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which is just gonna ultimately get them canceled at some point.
eventually something will come out like the dad's a pervert or it'll ruin it for him. But
Yeah.
the last thing that I had on here from Football World today when this drops, Netflix trailer for quarterbacks. It's going to follow some quarterbacks around the league. I know for sure it's going to follow Marcus Mariota, Kirk Cousins, and Patrick Mahomes. So Caitlin will want to watch that.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be cool. You said the trailer drops tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Yeah. I don't know
Curious
when
about
it's coming
that.
out. It's going to be similar to how like Full Swing's been out. Like they're going to do more sports stuff, which I love. I love that we're getting more sports content.
I still haven't watched Full Swing at all.
I am halfway through, but I listened to Foreplay enough that I basically hear about everything that's gone on these episodes, but now I'm finally catching up. You will want to watch season 2 because they had cameras going when they talked about the whole live merge. So we'll get some great content out of that when we get season 2.
Ooh, I love that.
Yep.
And then just one last thing before we get off. I just think this shit's funny as hell. So Nevada approved, let me get the exact quote up here. Nevada State Senate approves use of public taxes to fund new baseball stadium on the same day as Oakland fans reverse a boycott. Have you looked into that at all?
Um, just headlines.
So basically, the owner of the owner of the Oakland A's wants to move the athletics from Oakland to Vegas because people just aren't going to games.
Yep.
And now the fans are basically. Can you hear that in the background?
Yeah.
No? Okay. I'll edit that part out. People are reverse boycotting. So you know how people will boycott and just, take a
Yeah.
stand on something? They're attending the games and they're all just carrying signs and wearing shirts that say sell the team. They're saying please sell the team.
Oh,
I've never heard of that in my life.
I have. People talk like that about the Guardians every fucking day.
No,
Go and
like
sell the
move
team.
like completely move the team away. Like we don't want them.
Yeah, that's weird. But I mean, if they're not gonna give the city anything to work with, why waste people's time and money
Yeah,
and space?
exactly. I just think that was crazy. I give him credit that
Yeah.
the fans are buying into that,
Mm-hmm.
but they literally gave him jack shit to work with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, am I like even with the Cavs when they had a dog water roster, like they at least made it somewhat interesting a little bit.
Hey, I don't want to hear you talk shit about the team with Jamario Moon. Jamario Moon and Antoine Jameson were dogs.
Still had LeBron.
Huh?
We still had LeBron.
No, these are the days after him.
Did we still have Jamario Moon then? Alonzo G was a G.
Yep.
Alonzo G is the dog. That was like our best player one year.
Remember Dion Waiters,
Oh my god.
who went to
I was
Miami and
actually
just
talking about that story about when he was tripping on a plane and had like a panic attack.
he did?
Yeah, apparently he took a bunch of edibles on the Heat's plane
Oh wow.
and just absolutely started tripping balls, and then he got caught because they were wondering what the hell's going on with him,
Yeah.
and he failed a drug test.
Yeah, no, I don't think he played after that, like for
No,
good.
no, he played. He played once with the Lakers. I think he got signed to their bubble team or something like that, and then never played again.
Hmm. Wow.
But yeah, that's all we have for this episode today, guys. Dylan, you want to take it away?
Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. Not so much to my bank account. Make sure you gamble responsibly, unlike some people I know. If you have a problem or a loved one might have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. We love you guys.
Yep, and make sure to go follow us on TikTok. We're now posting clips on there at Hold My Bev. And then make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well. Take it easy, guys.
Peace.